All right, it's October 10th, and I already know you are looking at your watch. You're like, wait a second, what time is this? It went up early, and I'm like, yeah, because as you can tell, I'm going to the Mercury game tonight. I'm going to go watch them play in the WNBA Finals once again, and hopefully get a win here so we can at least not get swept. But regardless, it's going to be exciting. My father's going to his first game, so he's taking me, actually, because I feel like garbage as we were recording this. But, I got to get this out for you. I missed last week because I felt like garbage. Chronic fatigue sucks. Long COVID sucks. But, yeah, and then I can show off, like, I got the GOAT, Diana Taurasi bobblehead here. Whoop, whoop. There we go. And, yeah, it was in storage for a while, so this is a little curled up, but 3,000 points, I believe it was. And then, of course, the most recent one I got here with Calais Copper, which doesn't bobble as much. A little bit. A little more stern, I guess you'd say. But yeah, hopefully it'll be really awesome. It'll be my first WNBA finals that I'm attending to, so. But hopefully we can root them, or the Mighty Mercury, I believe, as it's chanted. I know. I know. The biggest fans I know are actually Dreadall of the Venus Pinks, and I think Dolly might be the second most. So, super cool. Hoping they can at least watch a win tonight while I'm there in that arena, too. But yeah, so we're getting this done a little bit early. And, yeah, we also, while I touch on it, because I don't have a song to really go into for the, opening yet. So, I'm just going to randomly press a button here to trigger it. But also, I'm waiting on Harry. I know Jeremy has hit me up too. I'm waiting. I've left the window open for anyone else who wants to submit. I'm waiting on Harry here to get his entry in. He was the first one to put in his entry, and we're waiting. He's supposed to be really good, so stay tuned. But yeah, so hopefully I'll soon have that all ready for you for the new theme song contest ready. But yeah, so I guess without further ado, let's go.
Every show says go. Every show says go. What is going on this week? I'll open my browser and take a peek at every show says go. Every show says go. Friday to Friday, list the bands so you can make a plan. Every show says go. Every show says go. Every show says go.
All right. Yes, well, another episode of Every Show Joe Says Go, where I'm always recommending shows with at least one band, one musician that I think fucking rule, that you're going to think fucking rule. And then, of course, I always say everyone around them is usually complimentary, and you're going to just enjoy everything on that bill. Or you can just, piecemeal it like I do when I'm healthy and jump around. But also, speaking of being healthy, of course, I also advocate for masking if you're going to go to an indoor show, especially as COVID. It's not as bad right now, but it lowers the spread of that flu, all that stuff as we get into flu season. Helps, you protect yourself, helps people in the room, also helps people on the stage not get it so that they can actually keep doing their tour as things are more expensive. All that fun stuff. Also, I got my booster, so I also advocate for that because I feel if you're going to participate in society, of course, you probably are going to want to protect one another. I thought that's what we did in this punk scene, this ska scene, this music scene. And going unvaccinated is not protecting your immunocompromised friends. It's not protecting everyone in the scene. You're acting like better than the doctors and the scientists. It's nuts. Because for one, your immunity wanes after 6 months. And for two, these symptoms can vary from person to person, so you may not be experiencing as bad, but you're passing to someone like my father who now has lung damage from fucking COVID, and it was 2020 for you guys that want to fucking be like, oh, but it's a vax injury. Fuck you. Touchy subject, right? But yeah, so I always advocate masking, vaccinations, because of course, we're here to protect our community and make these spaces just more welcoming. Anyone, immunocompromised, whatever, so they can feel more comfortable attending. Come on. Are we that much of selfish assholes? There we go. Also, we're going into music stuff, so, and without an intro, I can't, hide the transition of costume or whatever. So, well, let's see. Let's just do this. All right, there we go. Now I'm dressed a little more for it, but hang up the jersey because we will not let it touch the floor. This is sacred. Also, my Sabali jersey, fucking favorite player on the roster, and sucks that she's gonna be out tonight due to the concussion. But just hoping she's doing well. But yeah, all right. So now we're back. Of course, other housekeeping. Be sure to like this, assuming you like it. If I didn't piss you off by that opinion, I guess, because some people seem to not like being told that stuff. But regardless, hopefully you like it, and like it wherever you're watching it, please, if you can, over on YouTube, on Instagram, on Facebook, on Blue Sky, Threads, all that kind of stuff. I mean, I did this purge of like Google stuff, and I've gotten my imprint tinier, but it's so hard to get rid of some of this stuff. It sucks. You can tell these companies have monopolies. Anyways, now there goes my algorithm. But regardless, if you can, be sure to like it. The other thing that, of course, I don't get advertising revenue, so you can always click on that subscribe button down there. It's free. You get notifications when any of the content I do goes live, uploaded, all that fun stuff. So yeah, you can always help me out that way too. But because I don't get that, there is patreon.com/everyshowjoe. Yes, patreon.com/everyshowjoe, which you can also find a link on this website. So, if you don't remember, you can always go to patreon.com/everyshowjoe from everyshowjoe.com. But yeah, so you can also go on there. There's a $1 tier, $5 a month tier, like buying me a PBR. Well, I don't know. Are they affordable? A Kentucky, a water, a soda, anything. It's like buying me that, or just a tip for just making the effort that I can around this chronic fatigue and this long COVID. But yeah, so there you go. Of course, other things to mention is, of course, the website. You head over there, you can check out my photography, my writing with my work. That's all posted up there. I always like to write with the photos I take and tell you why I was taking pictures of that awesome band, or that awesome band, or that awesome band. But yeah, so that's on there. Also, my annual check, little summaries, updates on what I'm doing with, how I'm dealing with long COVID and all the doctor's appointments and all that fun stuff. That's all been on there every fucking year, as I'm over 3 years now. But that's all in there too. And of course, the other thing to mention, I know it's at least mentioned in the descriptions. I try to tag every artist or mention the song you're hearing underneath every episode. But of course, that song you're hearing underneath this week's is Fortuna Malvada. The song's Target. Thank you to MJ Grimes there for bringing my attention to them and checking out their awesome music over on their Bandcamp and purchasing it. Yes, this is all. I purchased this, and then we have just put it underneath. So there you go. But go support them. Go stream their music. Go check them out. And I'm going to show you all about on this list too, so you can go check them out live. Of course, other things to mention, because every week I like just gotta stress this: fuck racism, fuck misogyny, sexism, fuck homophobia, fuck transphobia. Especially with this fucking shitty administration taking away rights from our fellow community and friends. All this shit. So I like to advocate positive, even though it sounds very angry. But yeah, let's do some positivity. Let's do some organizing. Let's do some good stuff. Ugh, itchy. But yeah. And of course, I also have on here is the 5051 movement, their website. They organize protests like the No Kings one coming up on 18th. The one that the Republicans are trying to frame as, I hate lying Mike Johnson and all that bullshit. But regardless, awesome to see us standing up to this bullshit fascist. I'm going to pronounce things, I swear. Administration, if only they just release those Epstein files. It's crazy. It's crazy the lengths they go to distract from that. But yeah, so I have the links on there. Also, I've changed this up. I saw someone that I respect sharing this one, so I changed it up. We got a link to the medical aid for Palestinians. That's linked to on their map.org.uk, so you can go support them as that still continues on, even seeing, despite the ceasefire that supposedly it looks like they're not, as usual, Israel's not obliging. Genocide over there. Regardless, we also, of course, got the Arizona Abortion Fund of Arizona. You can go check out, and all these you can donate to. You can get all the great information resources in terms of like the Abortion Fund of Arizona. I've got a link to the Black Lives Matter for the Phoenix one. I've got Podarian Actions, great organization. RAIN, 1 in 10, like all these great organizations. ACLU's linked to on there, as I just finished the book Hate and learned why we don't have laws restricting hate speech. But man, we got to speak up and push back. That's what that book pretty much emphasizes. But yeah, Stop Asian American Pacific Islander Hate's on there, linked to. All these have ways to get involved. They have like activities you can get involved with, especially the 5051 movement. But they also take donations. And then also we got like locally Feed Phoenix working with our punk scene, where they are donating. My brain just like got distracted looking at the Clay Copper bobblehead. Regardless, did I mention it? I don't remember. Brain fog. Regardless, Feed Phoenix, they're helping our homeless here in Phoenix and working with our punk scene locally. Punk Rock Saves Lives nationally, working with our scene, helping with mental health and all that. So great organizations like throughout there that we can work with, and just you can find all those links on everyshowjoe.com too if you forget or if you're interested, or just if these are not up to what you're hoping or line up perfectly, you can always go find something that does appeal to you. And then, of course, I like to stress every week, as a show about music, about supporting bands, is go buy their merch. This is the best way to support them, the way they make the most money. Go to that merch table at the show. Go to their merch website directly. All that stuff is the best way. Like my brand new classic-looking Venomous Pinks shirt that I'm wearing. I got stickers. I put one on my laptop already, though. But some really cool stuff with them, too. Especially in time for Halloween, right? Regardless, they're awesome. Go check out one of those pinks. But yeah, go buy their merch while you're there too. So just saying, go buy the skate decks, the hoodies, especially as we're slightly cooling off here. It's weird that these glasses get crooked all the time. But yeah, go support. Of course, the other thing to mention is getting out to a live show. The things that I fucking hate, the energy being zapped out of me as I'm going to yawn. Oh god no. I hate yawning now. Oh, man. After 3 years, I hate yawning now. I mean, I don't know how many people like yawning, but regardless, go out to a show, support. You, if you have the energy and the health, definitely let the bands know how much you fucking love them and share them. But enjoy these shows. Oh, that made my eyes water. So, but yeah, let's start tonight. Of course, like I said, this way you can get out to this one in particular in time, because this is going to go up, I believe, before I get out to the Mercury game. I should figure that out. But yeah, so of course, JFA, they're playing a set with Fat Gray Cat at the Tempe History Museum, completely free, 7 p.m. Get out there, check that out, some awesome stuff. They got Megan and Shane back in town, and they're playing with the awesomeness that is the Joeys, and the awesomeness that is Lost in the Sun at the Dirty Drummer. That one is an 8 p.m. start. We got Mexican Slum Rats with Clarion, Practically People, and Bethany Home at the Rosetta Room in Mesa there, 7:30 p.m. I don't know what's in my pronunciation. Maybe it's just the tiredness. But also we got more awesome. We got Manic Monkeys with the Lonesome Wilderness and Discordia at the Fa Cow, 7 p.m. And then, yeah, like I said, down in Tucson, there's an awesome 2-day festival going on. I believe of mostly hardcore bands, because usually I can tell when I don't recognize most of the bands. I know. I'm not as big of a hardcore music person as I guess I should be. Regardless, let's go. We've got, of course, One Day at a Time, Volume 3, Day 1, and I have it listed here because, of course, the band you're hearing underneath this week, Fortuna Malvada, they're on there. Hard Luck, Mercy Rule, and a lot more. Have the Urbixen? I don't know how you pronounce it. URBXN down in Tucson, starting at 5 o'clock. There is a Day 2. I didn't list it because I list music and shows that I recognize, and if I don't recognize an artist, I'm not going to really blindly put them on the list, just to make sure I know them and align with things. Try to keep those that have similar ideals in this list along with that I fucking love. But yeah, so then, yeah, let's get right into Saturday. Saturday, though, of course, I really am just like tripping over my tongue today. But yeah, of course, we got Turnstile in town. This is a fucking amazing combo. Turnstile and Amyl and the Sniffers. Holy fuck. I mean, I'm sure this is where a lot of you guys will be at, and I totally get it. They're playing with Speed, Jane Remover at the Mesa Amphitheater. That one's a 6 p.m. start because of that fun noise curfew ordinance thing over up at, what is it? In Mesa. There you go. But of course, I'm looking at something here where I think it caught up. There we go. My buffer on my video was a little laggy. I don't know why. Regardless. Moving on, though. Of course, we got Arthur Buezo, the Rad Pinkard, Vox Manica, you can say that again, Ayeka Tap, 8 p.m. Got Butcher the Pig, the Jerk Officers, the DOI Squad, there's a theme here, and the Unholy Missionaries, oh, the theme broke, and the Syndicate at the Rips Bar, 9 p.m. I need to see the Unholy Missionaries. That is Theron and some awesome people that I fucking love. They're in there. We also got An Awful Mess playing at the State Fair, 5 p.m. for you guys that, went there, I know, last week to see the format, who have a new album. What year is this? Are they back? They're back, I guess. And then, of course, we've got the Congos playing with Deadbeat Cousins, Dirty Texans DJ set. The name. They're doing a DJ set, but yeah. Regardless, Last Exit Live, 8 p.m. And then, of course, we got Fuvana with Victims and the Kentucky Rifles at Pub Rock Live, 7 p.m. Plus, down in Tucson, you got Mexican Slum Raps at Clarion, with Clarion, Practically People, and Bummer Gorilla Club Congress down there in Tucson, 7 p.m. Sunday, we've got a really good one. We got GBA with Slaughterhouse with Knuckleheads and our own Corky's Leather Jacket. They're over there at Crescent Ballroom, 8 p.m. So pick up one of those amazing burritos and watch some awesome punk bands. But there's more. We've got the awesome duo and friend with The Witch and the Burrow playing at the Main Ingredient with Sean Wheeler of Throw Rag. Yes, go check them out. If, I gotta figure out if I gotta hope I feel okay. We'll see. But the Main Ingredient. And there's good food. I'm just gonna say, there's good food there. I see you're on. Monday. We've got Shonen Knife back in town, and I put them at the top because they're from Japan, right? And so getting them over here is awesome. They're playing with a Pack AD at the Rebel Lounge, 8 p.m. Got Nicholas Villa, Natado, Andrew Jemzik, Mandy Galvin, the Doyen, the Invisible Teal, Harry Jerkface, Dinosaur Love, and way more over MySpace Phoenix, 6 p.m. We've got None with Filipendejo. There you go. Filipendejo. I got the pronunciation. With Green Roofs and Rectified at Ground Zero Studios, 7 p.m. Tuesday, we got Sex Mex, Alfred and the Breeders, and Spank at the Groundworks down in Tucson, 7 p.m. Wednesday, we got Apes. Well, sometimes April does go by Apes. Oh my god, now all I can say is April. Apes of the State, there we go. With Noogie, which is a fucking amazing combo. Speaking of another amazing combo of bands this week. With Mandy Galvin, I believe that's how I interpreted Mandy's opening. Unless it is the band. Anyways. But they're all at the Valley Bar, 7:30 p.m. We also got Rad Pinkard, Bryn Ryder, and Friends at Rips Bar. That one is the 9 p.m. start. And then over at the Rhythm Room, we got Article 1-5 with Futurales, 8 p.m. for you. Thursday, we got Tsunami and Scowl back in town. I love Scowl. If you haven't seen a Scowl set, you gotta go see a Scowl set. They are fucking awesomeness incarnate. With Whispers, with Beyond a Doubt, all at the Naya Theater, 6:30 p.m. Got Soft Blue Shimmer with Animal Shin, Bloomer, and Mudskip at the Rebel Lounge, 8 p.m. Not to be confused with that horrible person. Then we got Friday, of course. We got a lot on Friday. Just warn you. Got Four Banger back headlining with No Gimmick and Avenue Army. Suit Yourself at the Rosetta Room in Mesa, 7 p.m. Got the Bovine Fury, Other Fictions, and Readout at Fog House, 7:30 p.m. We got Big Sandy and his Fly Right Boys back here in town with Bria Burns and the Boleros at the Rhythm Room, 8 p.m. Got Hit the Earth with Carol Pacey and the Honey Shakers, Redlick and the Holy Heathens, and Camello Road at Chopper John's, 8 p.m. I wanted to say Carmel. I don't know why. But and then we got the White Buffalo with Katie May at the Rebel Lounge, 8 p.m. Neil Wilder Blue with Wheelwright at the Dirty Drummer, 8 p.m. Little Hurricane with the Deadbeat Cousins at the Valley Wire, 7 p.m. And Mr. Pinicado is playing a Genie's Coffee for your coffee and ska mix. I know they just go hand in hand, right? All right. At 7:30 p.m. for you. So there you go. There it is. I'm back this week with a video before I run off to the Mercury. But yeah, there you go. Of course, like I said, be sure to share how much you love these bands. If it's your first impression or how much you fucking love them for the 7th time. Either way, they appreciate it. Share it on social media. Spread their word. Spread their music. All that stuff. So, and if you're drinking, be sure to get a DD or designated driver or ride share. Oh my god, my rigmarole is off after you take 1 week off. Anyways, all right. I've got a game to get to. You got some shows to get to, and I got a nap to take and a sleep to get between all of that. Whenever this is being recorded. Now you're gonna investigate. But yeah, until next week, guys. Take care.